Comrades, today we are going to start the topic taxation of companies. Come again. Taxation of companies. A category chapter. Out of this chapter, we can expect minimum 15 marks question. I repeat, minimum 15 marks. A plus category chapter. Very important chapter. Okay. Compulsory question we can expect out of this chapter, that is called as taxation of companies. Now, I will start from the scratch. You assuming you don't know anything about this. Close the books and participate. Okay, fine. Lunch kochinollaga oka plate పెట్టుకొని కూర్చున్నట్టు కూర్చోవద్దు. Close the books and just participate in the discussion. Okay na? Had your lunch? Yes or no? Okay, start. First time human being started as a individual sole proprietor. Example, our friend, tell me one person name. Kiran. Who is Kiran? Okay, Kiran, he started first one tuition point as a sole proprietor. After that, what happened? Student number gradually increased. So therefore, you cannot continue as a sole proprietor. Kada? Yes. So immediately, I asked his wife or sister or mother to participate in this thing. Now they are called as HUF. What is HUF? Hindu Undivided Family. But still, there is one drawback. You know what is a drawback? In that HUF, the drawback is the family members may not be professionals. Correct? Yes. That is the reason they wanted to take the assistance of the friends. That is called as partnership firm. In partnership firm, everything is good. But one bad thing is there. The liability is limited or unlimited? Unlimited. That is the reason he wanted to go for next level. That is called as company. Okay. Raja, today's our agenda is taxation of companies. Very, very important chapter. The reason, if you qualify, you will go to job. Now, where do you do work? Where do you work? Companies are sole proprietor. Companies. 99.99% you will work with companies. Correct? Yes. Therefore, take it for granted. This chapter is important for your exams and important for your career. Okay, na? Yes. Chalo. What is this? Taxation of companies. Before going into this, I wanted to discuss types of company. Okay. How many types of companies? Tell me. Public company, private company, holding company, subsidiary company. Correct. Social associate company. Very good. Nidhi company. Very good. One person company. Guaranteed company. Government company. Good. Section 8 companies. Good. Boys, have you paid the fees? Then answer. Okay, fine. But this is none of our business. Our thing is, here companies are two types. One is called as domestic company. Second one is called as foreign company. One is domestic, one is foreign. What is the meaning of foreign company? Foreign company means which is not a domestic company. Raja, foreign company means which is not a domestic company. That's all. What is domestic company? You want to do something, cheppeyandi. Which is not a foreign. ఇప్పుడు స్టమక్ కేక్ ఏం లేకుండా ఫ్రీగా ఉంటారు. కరెక్టా? ఎస్. ఇప్పుడు ఫాలో అవ్వండి. డొమెస్టిక్ కంపెనీస్ మీన్స్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. ఆల్ ఇండియన్ కంపెనీస్ ఆర్ డొమెస్టిక్ కంపెనీస్. ఇన్ యువర్ స్కూల్ డేస్ యూ డిడ్ ద ప్లెడ్జ్. కరెక్టా? ఎస్. సో ఆల్ ఇండియన్స్ ఆర్ మై బ్రదర్స్ అండ్ సిస్టర్స్. But generally boys will say except 1 or 2 members. Yes or no? But here there is no exceptions. All Indian companies are domestic companies. Again, don't ask me what is Indian company. You know, Indian company means which is registered as per our Indian Companies Act, or else which is registered as per any other law time being in force. Correct na? Yes. All Indian companies are domestic companies. Next number. Certain foreign companies are also called as domestic companies. Which foreign companies? Those foreign companies which made arrangement for declaration of dividend in India. I repeat, which made arrangement for declaration of dividend in India. See the word foreign company which made arrangements for declaration of dividend in India, that kind of company is also called as domestic company. Student confused. Sir, you are saying foreign company, again domestic company, how come it is? Okay, I will take example for each and everything. Number one, Reliance Industry. Come on, Reliance Industry registered in India. So therefore that is Indian company. Therefore it is called as domestic company. Clear, sir? Yes. But our doubt, sir, Reliance Industry nowadays has operations in London. So still it is a domestic or not? Answer, they add operations in London or Pakistan, that is none of our business. Our point is Indian company or not. If it is Indian company, take it for granted, that is called as domestic company. All Indian companies are domestic companies. Correct? Yes. Next number, foreign companies. Nana, for your information, some foreign company declare the dividend in India. I repeat, some foreign company declare dividend in India. Best example I will tell you. One foreign company is there. For example, Honda. For your info, nowadays in Honda company, so many people, so many Indians are also investing in Honda company. Example sake, now Honda company has to pay dividend in India or not? Yes. Or else in Meta company, that is Facebook company, for example, so many shareholders are there in India. Automatically they will come to this place and declare the dividend or not? Yes. So those foreign companies which made arrangement for declaration of dividend in India, that is called as domestic company. The company has to make arrangements for declaration of, come on, word, dividend. Not in foreign country. They have to declare dividend in India. But very rare, that kind of foreign companies are also called as domestic companies. Next number, what is other foreign company? No. Some foreign company will never ever declare dividend in India. Best example I will tell you. Suzuki company. Suzuki company will never ever declare dividend in India. Correct? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. Alibaba company. Alibaba company will never declare dividend in India. Correct? Yes. So those companies which are not declaring any dividend in India, that is not a domestic. Not a domestic, and automatically that is a foreign. No, with this one kind of classification completed. What is that? Domestic and foreign. Correct? Yes. But keep in mind, all Indian companies are domestic companies. Madam, what is the domestic company tax rate? 30%. What is foreign company tax rate? 40%. Babu Raja, by mistake, if you classified wrongly, automatically tax rate will differ. Correct? So be careful. All domestic company tax rates are 30. All foreign company tax rates are 40. Chalo. Another bifurcation is there with respect to foreign company. Just now I told you, foreign company which made arrangement for declaration of dividend in India is called as domestic. Which never made any arrangement for declaration of dividend in India is called as foreign. Clear, sir? Everyone? Yeah. Next one. Another classification is there. Closely held company or widely held company. Come again. Closely held, widely held company. Last classification, please listen carefully. One is, come on, closely held company. One is called as widely held company. What is this? I will speak in your language. Closely held company means your personal bathroom. Widely held company means public toilet. Okay. Anybody in public toilet, anybody can come and go. Correct? Yes. But in your bedroom, you have attached personal bathroom. Who can come? Only you. Yes or no? Yes. Here also the same. What is the closely held company? Closely held company means company in which public does not have substantial interest. Come again. Public does not have substantial interest. That is called as closely held company. Next one, widely held company means, come on, company in which public has substantial interest. Sir, no clarity, sir. What is this? I will clarify in detail. Please follow. Nana, closely held company means which is not a widely held. Closely held means which is not a widely held. You know why lawmaker will define like this? If I explain like this, no need to explain both the things. ఒకటి explain చేసి అది కాకపోతే ఇదని చెప్పొచ్చు కదా. That is the reason. Come on. Which is not a widely held is called as closely held. What is widely held? Tell me. Which is not a closely held. ఇప్పుడు రిలీఫ్గా ఉంది కదా? యా. ఇప్పుడు ఫాలో అవ్వండి. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ వైల్డ్? ఆ సాడిజం ఉంటుంది హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్లో. మదర్ చూడండి వాళ్ళ చైల్డ్ని ఇలా గిల్లుతుంది, ఏడ్చిన తర్వాత అప్పుడు హగ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? కరెక్టా? ఎస్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్. సో అది కామన్. మీకు రిజల్ట్స్ కూడా ఎట్ ఎ స్టెచ్ దే విల్ నాట్ గివ్ యూ పాస్ పర్సంటేజ్, సో దే విల్ గివ్ ఇన్ ఇన్స్టాల్మెంట్స్. ఎనీహౌ లెట్ ఇట్ బి. ఫాలో. వాట్ ఈస్ వైల్డ్లీ హెల్డ్ కంపెనీ? సెక్షన్ 8 కంపెనీస్. కమ్ అగైన్. సెక్షన్ 8 company. Have you heard the word section 8 company? What is that? Pardon? Non-profit organization. Very good. Will they declare any dividend? No. Superb. So section 8 companies are known as widely held company. Next one, listed company. Wow. Listed companies are known as widely held company. Amma Madhavi, what is the meaning of listed company? Which is listed on stock exchange, registered stock exchange. Correct? Yes. Sir, in case of stock exchange, if it is listed, anybody can buy and sell. Correct? Yes. Next number, company owned by RBI or company owned by government. Okay. Sir, how do we know company it is owned by government or RBI? I don't know your last points. I know your tax points definition is something different. Yet the point is minimum 40% voting power. Come on, minimum 40% voting power. I will take the best example, BSNL. In case of BSNL, almost all 80% of shareholding owned by government. Wow, this is a widely held or closely held? Widely held. Therefore, BSNL is a widely held. Correct? Yes. And next one, LIC. You know LIC? In LIC, 60% of shares held by central government. Come on, widely held or closely held? Widely held. Another example, you know NTPC? NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation. You will find near Vijayawada somewhere else. Okay, so Ramagundam and all. So moral of the story, almost all 90% or 92% of shareholding owned by government. Come on, widely held or closely held? Widely held. BHAL, have you heard? Bell. Okay, so central government has maybe 80% of share. Widely held or closely held? Widely held. And HAL, Hindustan Aeronautical Limited. So our central government has almost all 100% of shares. Come on, widely held. BDL, Bharat Dynamic Limited. Central government has 100% of shares. Come on, widely held. Next number, company without share capital. Oh shit, some companies will not have any share capital. Amma possible? Sneha, is it possible? Company without share capital? Answer, yes. Some companies are like that. That kind of companies are called as widely held companies. I will tell you the best example for this. You know GST? GST, in case of GST, the website is there, no? www.gst.gov.in. Kada? Yes. Who will operate that GST website? GSTN, GST networking. Correct? Yes. Moral of the story, that is a SPV, special purpose vehicle. Actually, that is a section 8 company. No capital, nothing. Understood? Service mode purpose only they introduce that kind of companies. Same way, some companies will be operated without share capital. That is called as widely held or closely held? Widely held. Next one, company owned by cooperative society. Okay, near Guntur, if you go straight away 20 kilometers or 25, you will find one company called as Sangam Dairy. Have you heard that one? Yes. So once upon a time it was a cooperative society. Afterwards, that is a company operated by cooperative society. Company operated by cooperative society. Anybody can become member and can participate. Correct? Yes. Closely held or widely held? Widely held. Next one, Nidhi company. Here one cutout there, she told me that Nidhi company also one kind of company. Come on, what is Nidhi company, madam? Members benefit purpose started one company, so that is called as Nidhi company or mutual benefit company. That is also called as closely held or widely held? Widely held. Next one, public company which is owned by government or public company which is owned by widely held, that is also called as widely held company. Okay, Nana, with this we done with the topic called as closely held as well as widely held. Chalo, student, already we covered what is widely held and what is closely held. Okay, I will ask some questions. Please tell me, you, private company is a widely held or closely held? Private company, widely na, closely na? Answer, private company is a closely held. Kada? Yes. You. Public company, widely held or closely held? Public company. Answer, public company is a closely held. Because I never told you public company is a widely held. Check. I told you that if it is a listed, then that is called as, come on, widely held. Or else, if it is a public company which is indirectly owned by widely held or government, then only I can say, come on, widely held. But how you can say all public companies are widely held? Public companies are not widely held. Public companies are closely held. Correct? Everyone? Yes. Tell me once again. Two types of classifications. One is domestic and foreign. That is leave it. And second one is widely held and closely held. I would like to tell you one thing. No one will ask you what is widely held, what is closely held. But without knowing this, we can't do anything. Okay. So therefore, these are important. In your CA exam, they will not ask you about ABCDs. Kada? But without knowing ABCDs, you can't write English exam. You can't write the exam. Kada? Ante unavoidable. This is also important. Come on. All Indian companies are domestic companies. Foreign company which made arrangement for declaration of dividend in India is called as domestic company. Other companies are called as pakka foreign companies. Leave it. Another bifurcation, widely held as well as closely held. What is the closely held? Which is not a widely held is called as closely held. What is widely held? If you by heart, there is no use. I already told you with one worst example. Public toilet. Anybody can freely go and come. Correct? Yes. Section 8 company. Service motive kada? Profit oriented, non-profit? Non. Section 8. Widely held. Kada? Yes. Anybody can come and go. Kind of. Next one. Listed. Wow. I can buy the shares and I can sell the shares. Anybody can come and go. In private company, you cannot move like this. Kada? Yes. Even in public company also, we cannot go like that. You know? Yes or no? Yes. Jio is a public company. Then go and buy the purchase shares of Jio. Is it possible? No. Mukesh Ambani, Isha Ambani, that fellows Akash Ambani, Anant Ambani, they will never ever sold the shares. Okay. Suppose tomorrow they want to go for listing, then the answer would have been different. What is the answer? That is widely held. Next one. Company which is owned by government or else RBI. Common sense, when the government owned company means we will feel that is our company. Correct? Yes or no? Yes. RTC. RTC is not a company but corporation. But that is ours kada? Yes. They will write, Idi manandardi. Yes or no? Yes. So next one, Nidhi company. Next one, company operated by cooperative society. Next one, company without share capital. This is the topic. Understood? Yes. Now we are entering into the core syllabus. Nana, this is the topic important. Believe me, very, 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 very important. Without this, you will never ever get the question paper. Okay. Suppose if they ask any question paper without this question, then return your question paper and say, sir, by mistake I have given other exam question and other exam paper and చెప్పి రిటర్న్ చేయండి. Okay. Because without this, you will never ever find CMA final or CA final examination question. Understood? How many marks? Minimum 15, 18 marks. Depends. Sometimes students doubt, sir, examiner wanted to give different kind of question. Even though you want to give different type of question, then also you will ask at least 3 marks question out of this chapter. Understood? Very, very important. And one more thing, once you qualify, you will go to campus interviews kada? In campus interviews also they will ask some questions. Meeku teluso ledo, the question is about this chapter only. That is called as assessment of companies. Okay, fine. Now I am going to start from the scratch. Assuming you don't know anything, follow. Ready? Start. I will take the different illustration. Names used in the illustration are only intentional. Any resemblance we are successful, just follow. This is AGM, annual general meeting of Reliance Industry going on. AGM in cricket stadium. Cricket stadium. Why? 80 lakh shareholders are there. 80 lakh shareholders. Tell me the stadium where it can accommodate 80 lakh members. In Raja? Ahmedabad 1,10,000. 80 lakhs kadadi. Ahmedabad capacity 1,40,000 maha aite. ఒకళ్ళ మీద ఒకళ్ళు కూర్చుంటే 2 lakhs. ఓకే, ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? బట్ వాట్ అబౌట్ 80 lakh members? యా, నాట్ పాసిబుల్. దెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు సిట్ ఆన్ ద స్టేడియం, నాట్ ఇన్ ద గ్యాలరీ. యూ హ్యావ్ టు సిట్ ఆన్ ద స్టేడియం. మీ మ్యాట్ తెచ్చుకొని అక్కడ వేసుకొని కూర్చోవాలి. దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ కాల్డ్ అస్ మ్యాట్. ఓకే, సరే, లీవ్ ఇట్. సో ఎవ్రీబడి అటెండెడ్ AGM. ఇయర్ ఎస్సింగ్ ఆఫీసర్ ఆల్సో దేర్. హూ ఈజ్ ఎస్సింగ్ ఆఫీసర్? టెల్ మీ, మీరు ఎవరు ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ అయి ఉన్నారు ఎస్సింగ్ ఆఫీసర్ అవడానికి? ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ బాయ్స్ టెల్ మీ. రాజా. సరే, మన రాజా ఎస్సింగ్ ఆఫీసర్ అవ్వాలి. సో వాట్ ఈ డిడ్ నో, ఈ జస్ట్ టేక్ ద డ్రెస్ ఆన్ రెంటల్ బేసిస్, పోలీస్ డ్రెస్. సో ఈ స్టాండర్డ్ ఇన్ ద లైన్ అనమాట, లైక్ ఏ సెక్యూరిటీ పర్పస్ ఈ స్టాండ్ ఇన్ ద లైన్. బట్ యాక్చువల్లీ అవర్ రాజా ఇంటెన్షన్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్. ఈ వాంటెడ్ టు నో వాట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ దేర్. సో Mukesh Ambani addressed the gathering, he addressed the shareholder, he said like this, Nana, we got 1 lakh crore profit. 1 lakh crore profit. I want declare dividend. He announced like this. Immediately Raja assessing officer, no, he calculated tax. 1 lakh crore ante into 30% means 30,000 plus surcharge plus health and expenses, almost all 50,000 crore is the tax. You how to calculate, how to carry 50,000 crores? Better I will call 10 container and maybe Doom 4 may happen. That is the reason helicopters and fighter jets. Like that, he discussed over phone, everything ready. Next day, he took the appointment of Mr. Mukesh Ambani. He came to Mukesh Ambani cabin and said, Nana Mukesh, please pay the tax. Pay the tax. Then Mukesh Ambani replied like this, Sir, I got 300 crore loss. I got 300 crore loss. When I got the loss, no need to pay tax. Then Raja immediately responded, Babu sir, Mukesh, I know. Yesterday I also attended. I know. I heard that you only announced that you have 1 lakh crore profit. I recorded in my phone also. He opened his, he unlocked his phone and he showed the video also. Mukesh Ambani seriously saying, we got 1 lakh crore profit. I want declare the dividend. So I heard everything. Please, you can't cheat me. Please pay the tax. Then immediately Mukesh Ambani replied, oh, Hadya, I got profit as per Companies Act. Now, Raja doubt. Raja become completed. He don't know all the things. In the Companies Act. Then he got the idea. Oh, Companies Act prakaram oka profit. As for Income Tax Act, another profit. Oh, different profits anamata. Immediately he got Dutch currency. You know Dutch currency? ఆ వర్డ్ ఇంగ్లీష్లో మీ కన్వర్జేషన్లో యూజ్ చేయండి. డచ్ అంటే ఫేక్ అని. డచ్ కరేస్ అంటే ఫేక్ కరేస్. లిక్కర్ కన్జ్యూమ్ చేసిన తర్వాత కొంతమంది చాలా కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా ఉంటారు. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ అస్ డచ్ కరేస్. అంటే మీరు ఆ వర్డ్కి యూజ్ చేయకల్లా దేనికైనా. మన స్నేహ డచ్ పార్టీ ఇస్తుంది ఈరోజు. డచ్ పార్టీ అంటే ఏంటి? అది పార్టీ కాదు, ఎవడి ఏడివిడి ఎవడిదోడిదే. ఓకే, వీ విల్ గో దేర్, వీ విల్ హ్యావ్ ఫుడ్, ఎవరి బిల్లు వాళ్ళు పే చేయాలి. ఇది రియల్ పార్టీనా ఫేకా? ఫేక్. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ అస్ డచ్. డచ్ DUTCH. ఓకే, యూజ్ ఇన్ యువర్ కాన్వర్జేషన్. నౌ యూ గాట్ డచ్ కరేజ్ అండ్ సెడ్, సార్ ఐ నో యాజ్ ఫర్ కంపెనీస్ యాక్ట్, యాజ్ ఫర్ ఇన్కమ్ ట్యాక్స్ యాక్ట్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్? అక్కడ 1 lakh crore ప్రాఫిట్, ఇక్కడ 300 crore లాస్. వై? ఐ వాంట్ టు నో, నాకు తెలియాలి. ఈ సెడ్ లైక్ దిస్. దెన్ ఇమీడియట్లీ Mukesh Ambani, he turned back and said, అంతా మీరే చేశారు. What? As for Companies Act, as for Income Tax Act, the provisions are different. Example I will tell you. Now, income is same in both the case. My income is like let's say 2 lakh crore as for Income Tax Act, as for Companies Act. But you know, the provisions of Income Tax Act and Companies Act completely different. As for Companies Act, depreciation will be calculated on dash basis. As for Companies Act, WDV na SLM, anything. As for Income Tax Act, WDV. And that too 35 AD, specified business. You know what? Once upon a time, specified business, 150% deduction allowed. You know, not now, once upon a time. Under section 35, R&D, research and development, 200% allowed. But not now, once upon a time, 200%, 175%, 150%, 125% allowed. Babu Raja, if I spend 1 crore, 1.5 crore or 2 crores, you are allowing deduction as for Companies Act, Income Tax Act. Income Tax Act. Therefore, in Income Tax Act, expenses are more. Therefore, I got more losses as per Income Tax Act, whereas I am getting more profit as per Companies Act. Possible, huh? Everyone? Yes. Then Raja understood. Okay. Because of our provisions only, they are escaping from the tax. Yes or no? Yes. Immediately, Raja informed to Modi, sir, they are offering more profits for their declaration of dividend purpose. For their dividend purpose, they are offering more profits. As far as our tax is concerned, they are offering less profits or no profit or losses offering. Correct? Ante they are getting more profits as per Companies Act, but they are offering less profits as per their Income Tax Act. So it is not cheating, not fraud, nothing like that. But they are not paying tax properly. If it is the case, how India will develop? How India will spend the money for public? How India will spend the money for infrastructure? How India will do research in space research or military and all? For that purpose, Government of India wanted to collect some tax that is called as minimum alternative tax. Tell me, Bailu. Minimum alternative tax, that is called as MAT. MAT means minimum alternative tax. Computation of tax liability is as follows. Step number 1, compute total income. Here and onwards, examiner, if they ask tax liability, you have to do 5 steps, not 1 step. How many steps? 5. Computation of total income. Step 2, computation of tax liability. Already you know these two topics you covered at your childhood time. IBCC level, CMA inter level, you already completed. Even degree students also know total income and tax liability. Correct? Yes. Number 3, extra topic, computation of book profit. Come again. Computation of book profit. Step number 4, computation of MAT. MAT means minimum alternative tax. Last one, tax liability is equal higher of normal tax or MAT. Student doubt, sir, step 3, step 4, step 5, I never heard earlier. That's what, these are the special. What is the step 3? Compute book profit. Step 4, compute MAT. Step 5, pay the tax whichever is higher. Student doubt, sir, why sir? What is the reason? This reason. Companies are reporting huge profit for dividend purpose. For your internal dividend purpose, 1 lakh crore profit and declared attractive dividend for themselves. You are enjoying a lot by taking the dividend, but avail tax holiday, tax concession for income tax purpose, and you are paying zero tax or nil tax or low tax. In order to collect certain amount of minimum tax, government introduced one topic called as MAT, minimum alternative tax. Listen, your grandma asked you, తల్లి మ్యాట్ ఏంటి అని, ఏం చెప్తారు? నీకెందుకే ముస్లిం అంటారా? నో, యూ హ్యావ్ టు సే సంథింగ్. అలాని ఇదంతా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారనుకోండి, తను స్టిక్ తీసుకొని కొడుతుంది. యూ హ్యావ్ టు సే వన్ వర్డ్. టు కలెక్ట్ సమ్ మినిమమ్ ట్యాక్స్ ఫ్రమ్ కంపెనీస్, దే ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ మ్యాట్. దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ దే నేమ్డ్ యాజ్ ఏ minimum alternative tax. Minimum alternative tax. Now you have to feel personally, then only you will understood. Sir, my tax actually zero. My tax liability zero. Possible, Yes. Still, you have to pay some tax. Some tax is called as MAT, minimum alternative tax. You should get another doubt. Sir, how you can collect, sir? My tax zero, how you can collect? Don't cry, I will refund your amount. I will return your amount. మళ్ళీ డౌట్, సార్ మరి ఎందుకు కలెక్ట్ చేయటం, ఎందుకు రిఫండ్ చేయటం? రాజా, యు ఆర్ జీరో ట్యాక్స్ కంపెనీ, ఐ నో. సో యూ విల్ నాట్ పే ఎనీథింగ్. దెన్ హౌ గవర్నమెంట్ హ్యాస్ టు రన్? టెల్ మీ. గవర్నమెంట్ హ్యాస్ టు లే ద రోడ్ కదా. ఫర్ దట్ దే నీడ్ ఫండ్స్ కదా. యు ఆర్ సేయింగ్ ఐ am eligible for 80 IA, IB, IC deduction, I no need to pay tax. You are saying correct, what you did is correct, but tell me who will pay tax then? That is the reason to collect some minimum amount of tax, they introduce one topic called as MAT, minimum alternative tax. What is the purpose of MAT? To collect some minimum tax from companies. For that purpose, they introduce the concept called as MAT. Okay, na? Yes. Step number 1, total income. how to calculate. Already you covered this topic at your childhood. IPC's level, inter level you already completed. Tell me how to calculate total income, Sneha. Take heads of income. Salary company not possible kada? Yes. House property possible. PGBB yes. Capital gain, other sources, clubbing, set off. After that gross total income. After that certain deduction. Deduction 80C not applicable. C series not applicable. Companies not applicable kada. D not applicable. G 80G applicable. Like that some sections are applicable. Certain deductions you can claim, after that you will get total income. That is step number 1. Clear? Step 2, tax liability. Very simple, 30% tax. Correct? Yes. Next one, calculate book profit. Idi kada new topic. Okay. After that, on the book profit you have to calculate MAT. You have to do 2 and 4 comparison. 2 for tax liability, 4 for MAT liability. Whichever is higher or lower. In exam hall, year and onwards, lifelong you can remember. In exam or in your real life, SSC asks you calculate tax liability. Then you have to do 5 steps. 5 steps. Once upon a time 2 steps. You put 3 steps extra. What is that? Book profit, MAT, comparison, and whichever is higher. Tell me. Step number 1, total income. See the board. House property, PGBB, capital gain, other sources, clubbing, set off, minus set off, then you will get gross total income, minus deductions, then you will get total income. Step number 2, tax liability. All domestic companies are taxable at the rate of 30%. Some companies 25%. What are that company? None of our business right now. We will discuss later. Okay, fine. I cannot explain right now. If I explain right now, our concentrate deviate from MAT to some other topic. No, this is core topic. Follow. Next one, foreign company. What is the rate? 40%. Next one, surcharge. Up to 1 crore, surcharge ille, not there. Okay. Ade 1 crore above, up to 10 crore. Your total income above 1 crore up to 10 crore. You know what is the surcharge of domestic company? 7%. Above 10 crore, what is that? 12%. Health and education is how much? 4%. Whereas in case of foreign company, what is the basic tax rate? 40. Up to 1 crore, what is the surcharge? 0. Above 1 crore up to 10 crore, 2%. Above 10 crore, 5%. And health and education says anyhow universal, that is 4%. Babu Raja, all companies are liable to pay tax at the rate of 30% if you are a domestic company. If you are a foreign company, 40%. Surcharge rates are anyhow different. Health and education cess is common. So with this, first 2 steps completed. What is that? Total income and tax liability. Now enter the dragon. We need to calculate book profit. This question is important for exam. Come again. Book profit. How to calculate book profit are the question. One day, Modi and central government officers, they discuss like this. Companies will declare more profit as per Dash Act. Companies Act, Income Tax Act. Companies Act. As per Companies Act, they will declare more profit. Correct? Yes. You are a company, you are declaring more profit as per Companies Act. Low profit as per Income Tax Act. Do one thing. Take net profit. Come again. Take net profit as specified as per which act? As per which act? Companies Act. స్టూడెంట్ డౌట్, అదేం సార్ ఇన్కమ్ ట్యాక్స్లో ఇన్కమ్ ట్యాక్స్ యాడ్ కదా తీసుకోవాలి, తీసుకుంటా, మీరేమో లాసెస్ ఆఫర్ చేయండి, హౌ ఐ కెన్ టేక్ ఇట్ సార్. సో బుక్ ప్రాఫిట్ కంప్యూటేషన్ పర్పస్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ కమాన్ వాట్ నెట్ ప్రాఫిట్ which is prepared as per Companies Act, which is prepared as per part 2 of schedule 3. Come again, as per part 2 of schedule 3. Wow, we have to start with net profit as per Companies Act, as per Income Tax Act, as per Companies Act. Which Companies Act? Prepared as per part 2 of schedule 3, profit and loss account. Correct? Chalo. Immediately what happened? Some people dancing outside. Who? He asked his security guard, hey security guard, who are dancing there? Sir, banking fellows, insurance companies and electricity company, they are dancing. Emaintin reason? What is the similarity between these three? డోంట్ సే సెకండ్ గ్రూప్ సెక్షన్స్ అని చెప్పొద్దు. ఏంటి సిమిలారిటీస్? ఫర్ దెమ్ పార్ట్ 2 ఆఫ్ షెడ్యూల్ 3 నాట్ అప్లికబుల్. సపరేట్ కంట్రోల్ యాక్ట్స్ ఆర్ అప్లికబుల్ ఆర్ నాట్? సపరేట్ యాక్ట్స్ ఆర్ అప్లికబుల్ కదా. అంటే వాళ్ళ లాజిక్ ఏంటో తెలుసా? డబ్బు చెక్కమని డ్యాన్స్ చేస్తున్న రీజన్ మ్యాట్ ఈజ్ నాట్ అప్లికబుల్ ఫర్ దెమ్. వై? లామేకర్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ ఈ సైడ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అప్లికబుల్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ those people who prepare profit and loss account as per part 2 of schedule 3. కరెక్టా? ఇండైరెక్ట్లీ వాళ్ళకి అప్లై కాదనే కదా. స్లాష్ ఇమ్మీడియట్లీ ది అమెండెడ్ ఎనీ అదర్ లా ఫర్ ది టైమింగ్ ఇన్ ఫోర్స్. బాబు వచ్చి కూర్చోండి. మ్యాట్ అప్లికబుల్ ఫర్ యూ ఆల్సో. అండర్స్టూడ్? ఆహా. యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ నెట్ ప్రాఫిట్ యాజ్ ఫర్ కంపెనీస్ యాక్ట్ ఆర్ ఎనీ అదర్ యాక్ట్ విచ్ ఈస్ అప్లికబుల్. Understood? Yes. After that, you have to add certain things. After that, you have to deduct certain things. After adding certain things, after deducting certain things, you will get book profit under section 115 JB. Abbailu in the topic, okay? Important topic. This is called as computation of book profit. Tell me how to start. Net profit as per Companies Act or any other law timing in force. Certain things must be added. What you have to add? So many items are there. You have to buy hard. I repeat, you have to buy hard. I R P S E D D D D R A F N C C R. This we have to add back. We need to deduct certain things. What is that? We, doctor, boyfriend, STD, AF, NCLR. These are the things we need to deduct. Certain things must be added. Certain things must be deduct. Then you will get book profit. Come on. You have to take net profit as for profit and loss account, prepared as per part 2 of schedule number 3 or any other law for the timing in force. Add. Start. Sing a song. I R P S E D D D D R A F N C Z R. Minus symbol. Minus. We, doctor, boyfriend, STD, AF, NCLR. After that, your net profit will become book profit. Okay. Chalo. Computation of book profit. Abhay, tell me how to do. Net profit as per profit and loss account prepared as per part 2 of schedule number 3 or any other law for the timing in force minus positive adjustment, negative and positive adjustments as specified in explanation 1 of section 115 JB. After that, you will get book profit under section 115 JB. On book profit, you have to calculate MAT. This MAT or normal tax, whichever is higher, we have to consider as a final tax liability. Correct? Sing a song. I R P S E D D D R A F N C Z R. I know your face feeling. Sorry, sorry. Shall I need to read like this? Yes, you have to read like this only. Once it is completed, after 2 hours, you will come to know how to prepare and all. This is the correct way. Even CA qualified students also will do like this, my old students. Okay. Yes, sir. First year only they will do. Second year, they don't need to do. Control C. Excel lo untundi kada. Control C, Control V. But anyhow, first year you have to prepare like this. Come on, sing a song. Take the net profit. After that, I R P S E D D D D R A F N C Z R. We, doctor, boyfriend, STD, AF, NCLR. After adding all, after detecting all, you will get book profit under section 115 JB. Computation of book profit is as follows. Take net profit plus positive adjustments minus negative adjustments, you will get book profit. Abbayilu okay na? Yeah. Chalo. So computation of book profit. Take net profit as for profit and loss account prepared as for part 2 of schedule 3 or any other law for the timing in force. After that, we have to add certain things. Wait, which is better? Which is best to the SSC? Add or less? If you add, the book profit will be more. If it is more, MAT will be more. If it is more, he has to pay as per MAT only. Correct? Yes. So add best or less best? Less best. Anyhow, if you say add, SSC will feel discomfort. Correct? Yes. You have to add. These are the things. Sing a song. I R P S E D D D R A F N C Z R. Okay, these are the positive adjustments. Tell me the negative adjustments. We, doctor, boyfriend, STD, AFNCLR. ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఈజీ. స్టార్టింగ్లో మనకి ఏదో స్ట్రేంజ్గా అనిపిస్తుంది, తర్వాత అలవాటు అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే, ఫాలో. I will cover one by one topic. I need your participation. Raja, ready? Everyone? Yeah. Start. First one, what is I? What is the reason to added back that particular figure? That is important. Follow. Shall I? Follow. This is the Companies Act. This is the Companies Act. See, we are discussing this chapter fortunately or unfortunately post lunch time. Okay. Now at the time actually ఈ వరల్డ్లో ఉన్న 2 dangerous times ఏంటో తెలుసా? ఆఫ్టర్ లంచ్ 3:30, ఈ 3 to 3:30 ఇది ఒక డేంజరస్ టైం. ఇక మార్నింగ్ కూడా 3 to 4:30, ఎర్లీ మార్నింగ్ 3 to 4:30 అనదర్ డేంజరస్ టైం. కొంతమంది అంటారు నాకు నిద్ర రావట్లేదని. స్టిల్ దే విల్ స్లీప్ బిట్వీన్ 3 to 4:30 మార్నింగ్ టైం. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? Most of the lorry accident also took place at this time only. That is the reason so many owners, lorry owners, drivers, they will park the vehicle roadside and sleep. Here also, afternoon also 3 to 3:30, very dangerous time. Okay, I wanted to start this topic in this dangerous time. Some of our friends may do meditation. వాళ్ళని డిస్టర్బ్ చేయండి. Okay, so you can speak loudly. ఓకేనా? ఫైన్. ఇక్కడ జోక్ ఏంటంటే మీ ప్రతి వాళ్ళు నువ్వే అని పక్కన వాళ్ళు అంటారు, కానీ వాళ్ళ గురించి వాళ్ళకి తెలియట్లా. ఓకే, సో మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది మెంబర్స్ ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ యు ఆల్ ఫాలో. స్టార్ట్. One company, what they will do, listen. The company will have sales income this side, credit side, by sales 1,000 crores. After that, by interest they will have, by bank interest maybe 10 crores. By agricultural income, let us say 2-3 crore. Next one, by what you call refund of tax or by something is there. Let us say 10 crore something. Other income, for example, by other income. Next one, year expenditure. 2 expenditure, 800 crore. 2 depreciation, let us say 220 crore. 2 income tax, I repeat, 2 income tax, let us say 30 crore. 2 GST, let us say 40 crore. Next one, 2 net profit. Net profit how much? 800 minus 70-90. How much, Nana? This side, this is 1,1203 crores. Kada? Yes. Out of this, the balance amount is net profit. How much is the net profit? 113 crores net profit. Now, this is as for which act? As for, sorry, ignore about the figures. Follow this one as for Companies Act. I wanted to do the problem. I request you all follow. First, you have to take the net profit as per Income Tax Act, Companies Act. Companies Act. How much it is? 130 crores. Correct? Yes. Next one. Income tax is a allowable expenditure or not allowable expenditure as per Income Tax Act? Sorry, you know or you don't know? I don't know. I want to tell you the word. Follow. Income tax is a not allowable expenditure. Not allowed. You have to ask me why, sir. Income tax is a personal expenditure, therefore not at all allowed. Come again. Income tax allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Whenever not allowed, how you can take P&L debit? ఎందుకు తీసుకున్నారు మరి? ఓకే, నౌ స్నేహ డౌట్, మరి వాడు ఎందుకు తీసుకున్నాడు సార్? రాజా, యాజ్ ఫర్ కంపెనీస్ యాక్ట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ P&L డెబిట్ అలౌడ్, ఎక్స్పెండిచర్ అయితే అలౌడ్, ఇన్కమ్ అయితే P&L క్రెడిట్. కరెక్టా? ఎస్. బట్ హియర్ ద ఆన్సర్ ఈస్ income tax as per Companies Act they have taken. That is right only. As per their working style, that is correct. Kada? But as for Income Tax Act Income tax paid is allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Therefore, hey babu, ఈ income tax add back చేయండి. Add lessa? Add. I for, come on, income tax paid or payable. Income tax paid or payable. And tell me, IRPS, DDR, AF, NCGR kada? Yes. Out of that first I means income tax paid or payable. What to be added, what not to be added, that is a question. Babu Raja, these are the things must be added. First, see that this particular point. Income tax, add or don't add? Add. Why sir? Hey, not allowed, yeah. Whenever it is not allowed, why you have taken as a P&L debit? Wrong kada? Wrong kada? Add back, add back. Next one, surcharge. Surcharge is levied on income tax kada? Yes. Add back. Next one, health and education. Add lessa? Add. Next one, interest on income tax. Raja, income tax not allowed. Inka interest on income tax, it is allowed. Not allowed kada? Yes. Add lessa? Add. Once upon a time, one old tax was there. Right now, not there. Once upon a time, CDT, corporate dividend tax. Come again. Corporate dividend tax, or also called as DDT, dividend distribution tax. CDT, DDT. CDT means corporate dividend tax. DDT means dividend distribution. That is also not allowed, should be added back. Sir, only these figures are only should be added back, others not to be added. Now, my suggestion, your logics will not work out in this chapter. Seriously, okay? Why, sir? Lawmaker only told you that only those adjustments specified under section 115 JB explanation 1 must be considered. Avi maatrame consider cheyali. Others don't consider. Even though it is right or wrong, don't consider. Only those positive or those negative adjustments specified in explanation 1 of section 115 JB must be considered. Oh, akkada first cheppina figure enti? Income tax paid or payable. I for income tax. Surcharge. Health and education cess. Interest on income tax. Dividend distribution tax or corporate dividend tax. These must be added back. Student doubt. How to add, these are the things, that is the how to remember, these are the things, that is the doubt. No need to by heart, Nana. Already you know how to calculate total income and total tax, you know. First you have to calculate gross total income less deductions, then you will get total income. On total income we will calculate total tax. On that we need to add surcharge. After that we need to add health and education cess. We need to add last but not least interest. Correct? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. If we add cheste chalu. Income tax, add. Surcharge, add. Health and education cess, add. Interest on income tax, add. Corporate dividend tax or dividend distribution tax, add. These to be added. Correct? Yes. Others not to be added. I will ask question. Please answer. You, Madhavi. GST. GST debited to P&L. Add or don't add? మీకు ఒక టెక్నిక్ చెప్తా, హౌ టు సక్సెస్ ఇన్ సిఏ అండ్ సిఎస్ CMA ఫాలో. ఆ చెప్పిన ఒక పాయింట్ చదవండి చాలు, రెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద థింగ్స్ ఆటోమేటిక్లీ రివర్స్ ఆన్సర్. తనకి ఏం చెప్పానంటే బ్లూ కలర్ వస్తే నాకు వచ్చి చెప్పమన్నా, బ్లూ కలర్ కార్. తను వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ వచ్చి సార్ వైట్ కలర్ కార్ వచ్చింది. ఎవడు అడిగారు మేడం మిమ్మల్ని? ఐ ఆస్క్డ్ యూ టు సీ ఓన్లీ బ్లూ కలర్. మీరు అలా కాకుండా బ్లూ వచ్చిందా వైట్ వచ్చిందా అనుకునే బదులు బ్లూ ఒక్కటే గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే చాలు. కరెక్టా? ఎస్. ఈర్ ఆల్సో ద సేమ్. వాట్ ఆర్ టు బి యాడెడ్ యూ కెన్ రిమెంబర్, అదర్స్ ఆటోమేటిక్లీ నాట్ టు బి యాడెడ్ బ్యాక్. కరెక్టా? ఎస్. సరే, ఏమైనా ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ ఉండొచ్చేమో, ఏం ఉండవు. వై? ఇక్కడ మీరు లాజిక్ మిక్స్ అవుతున్నారు. లా మేకర్ ఇంటెన్షన్ వెరీ సింపుల్. అతను ఆల్రెడీ ఒక టైం ట్యాక్స్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలని డిసైడ్ అయ్యాడు. కరెక్టా? డిసైడ్ అయ్యాడు కాబట్టే ఇవి యాడ్ చేయ అవి లెస్ చేయని అతను చెప్పేస్తున్నాడు. అవి మనం ఫాలో అవ్వాలంతే. అండర్స్టాండ్? ఎస్. మనం అనుకున్నట్టు ఆన్సర్ రాదు ఈ చాప్టర్లో. ఆల్రెడీ డిసైడెడ్ ఇంత ట్యాక్స్ కలెక్ట్ చేయాలి. ఎందుకు? అదర్వైజ్ నేను రన్ చేయలేను గవర్నమెంట్ని. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ అస్ మినిమం ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ ట్యాక్స్. వాట్ టు బి యాడెడ్? ఇంట్రెస్ట్, ఇన్కమ్ ట్యాక్స్, సర్చార్జ్, health and education says interest on income tax. What not to be added other than this? Okay, ade entavi. C, IDT, GST, customs, service tax, sales tax, VAT, all the things not to be add. Penalty on income tax? No. Penalty on IDT? No. Interest on IDT? No. STT, security transaction tax. You know STT means? Abbreviation ille. What is STT? If you buy and sell the shares through recognized stock exchange, then that is called as STT. What is CDT? Commodity transaction tax. We can buy the gold jewelry, we can buy the gold or silver or petrol, diesel, everything through commodities exchange, not physical delivery. We can buy, we can sell shares kind of things, we can do the same trading on commodities market. That is called as commodities exchange. We need to pay one tax. What is that? Commodity transaction tax. Next one, BCTT. What is that? Banking cash transaction tax. We need to add a, not to add a, add a, not to add a, not to add. My suggestion, other than these taxes, all the taxes are not to be added. Okay, na? Yes. I request you all, please start writing this chapter, this topic. Make it fast. Put the heading, taxation of companies. Write the topic, taxation of companies. Note it down fast. Write the synopsis. Make it fast. Yeah. So please follow. We are discussing the topic called as computation of book profit. I need your attention. First, if these are the items which are debited to P&L, we need to add back. The first one, income tax. Number two, surcharge on income tax. Number three, health and education cess. Number next, interest on income tax. Number last, corporate dividend tax or dividend distribution tax, which are not to be added. IDT don't add. Penalty on income tax, interest on income tax, as well as interest on IDT, security transaction tax, wealth tax, commodity transaction tax, banking cash transaction tax, not to be added. My suggestion, instead of by-hearting everything, please consider which are to be added. Once again, tell me which are to be added. Income tax, surcharge, health and education cess, interest on income tax, corporate dividend tax or dividend distribution tax. Other than this, all other figures not to be added back even though it is debited to P&L. Correct? Yes. Sing a song. I, R. Stop. Stop, stop. What is the meaning of R? Amount transferred to resource. Come again. Amount transferred to resource. What is this? Follow. In our P&L account, we will have income this side expenditure 80 crore. Net profit how much? 20. Sometimes what happen? This 20 crore I will take it as a P&L appropriation account. This side I will write 2 preference dividend, 2 equity dividend. After that, we will transfer this amount to general reserve. Babu Raja, these kind of nonsense we will not allow. So add back. Add back. So transfer to general reserve. మీకు మరీ ప్రాఫిట్స్ ఎక్కువైపోతే ఆ ఎక్కువైన ప్రాఫిట్స్ని రిజర్వ్స్కి పంపిస్తాం. కరెక్టా? ఎస్. ఎక్సెస్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్డ్ ఆఫ్ అమౌంట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ రిజర్వ్. That kind of reserves I will not allow. This kind of expenditure not allowed. If you debit it to P&L, add back. R for amount transferred to reserve. Which reserve? Any reserve. Any reserve. Any reserve. If you transfer to reserve, you have taken already P&L debit. Correct? I will not tolerate. Come on, add. Sing a song. I, R. Wait. I for income tax paid or payable. Madhavi, tell me what are to be added back in case of I? Income tax, surcharge, health and education cess, interest on income tax, DDT or corporate dividend tax. Next, you. Exam questions. Foreign income tax shall I need to add or no need to add? Answer. MAT applicable for foreign companies also. Therefore, foreign income tax also to be added back. If it is a foreign company. Correct? Yes. If you say wrong answer, be happy. You are learning something. Foreign companies are also subject to MAT. Therefore, if they have taken P&L debit, foreign income tax, that also must be add. You, madam, provisions or else actual income tax paid. Both. I told you, income tax paid or payable. You, advance tax to be added back or not to be added back. Advance tax. Advance tax and income tax and both are one and the same. But in advance, if you pay, that is called as, that income tax is called as advance tax. To be added or not? Yes. You, penalty on IDT. No. Penalty on DT. No. No. Interest on DT. Yes. Add back. Health and education cess on DT. Add. Surcharge on IDT. Don't add. Wealth tax. Don't add. Corporate dividend tax, add. Security transaction tax, don't add. Next one, amount transferred to reserve. Which reserve? Any reserve. Add or less? Add. I, R, P. What is the P? P for provisions. I repeat, P for provision. Provisions two types. One is ascertained, one is unascertained. What is ascertained? Listen, carefully follow. I am telling you practically. In L&T, I did audit of L&T, many companies, subsidiaries of L&T, our firm only did the audits. In L&T, what happened? So many employees are there. Do you know how many members will die? Do you know how many employees will die? Rama, we don't know, gada? Yeah. Do you know how many will retire? Retire, I know. Based on the age factor, I know kada. Yes. Do you know how many members will resign? No. Then how to make provision for gratuity? Example, tomorrow Madhavi came and said, sir, I wanted to resign. Why? I want to go to other company. Okay, resign. Then I need to pay gratuity kada. This is not, all of a sudden it happened, right? That is the reason safe side you have to make the provision for gratuity. Correct? Yes. Next one, leave salary. One day, Sneha joined in our company. Day one, I informed her, Madam, for you 30 days leaves. She asked me, Sir, per month or per annum? Amma, ee jokes oddu, per annum. Ee 30 days leaves, if you want, you can take the leave, or else come to office and do the work. She is laughing. నేను అడిగాను ఏంటి మ్యామ్ అంటే సార్ హాలిడే అయితే ఎందుకు వస్తాను మ్యామ్ మేడం దట్ డే ఈజ్ ఏ ఆప్షనల్ హాలిడే ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ యూ కెన్ ఎంజాయ్ ఆర్ ఎల్స్ కమ్ టు ద ఆఫీస్ I will pay extra salary. Oh, extra salary will pay, then I will come. Best example, in Telangana, one holiday is there, Varalakshmi Vratam. That day, holiday. You know what is the specialty of that day? That day, wife will do the puja. First time she will touch the feet of the husband. Okay, sorry. In that, throughout the 365 days, that day only she will respect the husband. Okay, anyhow. That day, holiday. Okay, someone will not respect that day also. Okay, they will go to office and do the work. Come on, that is a mandatory na optional? Optional. Next one, Sri Rama Navami. Some people will celebrate, some people won't celebrate. So some people will come to office and do the work. I will pay salary kada. My doubt, how do I know that you will come to school or you will come to college or you will come to office? How do I know? That is the reason I wanted to make provision for leave salary. How to make this provision? Two options. What L&D will do? They will call one fellow, his name is Ganapati from Chennai. He is an actuarial valuer. We will provide data and some check and money. Then he will tell the figure. That figure is called as provision for gratuity, which is made on what basis? Scientific basis. Come again, scientific basis. Sir, how do you know? I don't know. Already they know some formula, something. They will ask data. Based on the data, they will do. That is called as provision for gratuity made on scientific basis. Correct? Yes. Next one, provision for leave salary also they will tell you. Provision for leave salary made on scientific basis are also called as ascertained liability. Come again. Ascertained liability. Ascertained ante, that is supporting is there. Supporting evidence is there. Correct? You can calculate, scientifically you can calculate. That kind of figures are allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Correct? Come on, what are the figures allowed? Provision for anything which are made on what basis? Scientific basis, or else ascertained liability is not to be added. Why? Dantlo logic undi. Correct? Yes. Some chota mota company, what they will do? They want to make provision. If I call actuarial valuer, I need to pay 10,000 or 20,000 of fee. Correct? Why unnecessarily? Idea. I will go to Arandalpeta one tree. Under the tree, one fellow is with the parrot. I will give 10 rupees. Then he will say, Amma, Rama, Chilkamma, how much is the figure? He will ask that parrot. The parrot will pick one card. So the figure is 4,72,499. He will take that figure as a provision for gratuity. See, it is a estimated liability, na? Ascertained, unascertained. Unascertained liability is not allowed. Correct? I will not allow. Add back. P for provision for unascertained liability. No, provisions are two types. One is ascertained, one is unascertained. Ascertained means which is made on scientific basis. Answer, leave salary or gratuity which is made on actuarial basis. Next one, unascertained liability. Come on, ad hoc basis. Ad hoc ante rough basis, roughly. Okay, sorry, not allowed. Not allowed ante add or don't add? Add. Next one, example, provision for salary, leave salary made on ad hoc basis. Provision for gratuity made on ad hoc basis. Provision for warranty which is made on ad hoc basis or rough assumption basis or else non-scientific basis or else without any proper evidence. All these are called as provision for unascertained liability. Add or don't add? Do add or don't add? Add. That's all. Sing a song. P. I for income tax paid or payable. R for amount transferred to reserve. P for provision for unascertained liability. You have to listen the keyword properly. Unascertained. Correct? Yes. Next one. Next girl. Madam, you bad debts written off. What do you say? Bad debts written off is a provision for unascertained, unascertained. If you say unascertained, I need to add back. If you say ascertained, don't add back. What is our answer? I am asking you, bad debts written off. Written off is a ascertained liability, na unascertained. No negative marks, so tell me your opinion. She is saying unascertained. What do you say, Meenakshi garu? Answer, బ్యాడ్ డెట్స్ యాక్చువల్గా రిటర్న్ ఆఫ్ చేసాం. యాక్చువల్లీ రిటర్న్ ఆఫ్ అంటే కన్ఫర్మ్ అయితేనే కదా చేస్తారు. కరెక్ట్. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ స్టిల్ డౌట్ వీ విల్ మేక్ యాజ్ ఎ ప్రొవిజన్ ఫర్ బ్యాడ్ డెట్స్. ఓహో, యాక్చువల్ బ్యాడ్ డెట్స్ రిటర్న్ ఆఫ్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ascertained liability. See the word. In case of actual bad debts written off or ascertained liability, therefore not to be added back. Sing a song. P. Yes. Yes for losses of subsidiary company. Come again. Losses of subsidiary company. One joke. Your losses are not allowed. How your subsidiary losses are allowed? Not allowed. Okay. I will tell you the live example. Follow. Real info. L&T Info City Limited. In Hyderabad, this company is there. They are the owners of Cyber Towers. And they they started another company called as Hitex. Winnera? Hyderabad International Trade Exhibition Limited. Hitex Limited. L&T Hitex Limited. Actually, they have 3 auditoriums. Antem ledu. Rekul sheds. They have 3 sheds. Really, they will say it as an auditorium with AC. That's all. What is their concept? If you open their articles and memorandum, you will find this word. These are let out for international conferences. Only international. But what happened? Next building, Novotel bought this space and they constructed Novotel Hotel next. Immediately, half kilometer away, they started anmata. Immediately, what happened? Many international organizations conducting their meetings in Novotel, they are using for parking purpose anmata. Utter failure. If that day onwards, what Hitex is doing, they are let out for the marriages of so and so. So Junior NTR marriage, Allu Arjun marriage. Seriously, all these people's marriage took place in this premises only. What is that? Hitex. You know what? They only got losses. I was the auditor in that organization for so many years. We after lunch we will just go for a round armata. So just walk 5 minutes, 10 minutes walk. We will find so many film shootings there. So many film shootings. Okay, Orange movie, Orange Plap. Okay, in that movie hero will have some kind of paintings. No, what is that? Graft that they made in the Hitex only. మనకి అది ఆస్ట్రేలియా అని చూపిస్తారు కదా. దే మేడ్ దేర్ ఓన్లీ. నా మీనాక్షి డౌట్, మరి అక్కడ ఫారినర్స్ ఉంటారు కదా. హైదరాబాద్ వెళ్తే గల్లీకి 2 ఉంటారు. రోజుకి 500 రూపీస్ వస్తే వాళ్ళు వచ్చి అక్కడ నిలబడతారు. మీరేమనుకుంటారు? ఫారినర్స్ ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి అది ఫారిన్ అనుకుంటారు. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? నో, దట్ ఈస్ దట్ లోకల్ ప్లేస్ ఓన్లీ. సరే, ఎనీహౌ లెట్ ఇట్ బి. నౌ యాక్చువల్లీ దే హ్యావ్ అనదర్ సబ్సిడరీ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అపెక్స్. Seriously, L&T Apex Limited. Joke. Hitex only don't have business. Then Apex also have no business. Correct? Yes. They have losses. One day what happened? In their Companies Act P&L, they wrote like this. 2 losses of Apex. Losses of Apex. So they have written like this as for Companies Act. As for Companies Act, anyone will do. But as for Income Tax Act, losses of subsidiary company allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Add back. Correct? Okay, na? Yes. Sing a song. Yes. Stop. I for income tax paid or payable. R for amount transferred to reserve. IRP. P for provision for unascertained liability. S for losses of subsidiary company. నెక్స్ట్. ఓకేనా? ఫైన్. ఓకేనా సార్? మీరు మ్యారీడా ఏంటి? డల్గా ఉంటారు. బీ యాక్టివ్ సార్. ఓకే, ఫాలో. E for exempted income. E for expenses related to exempted income. Listen carefully, follow. One day, one company, Reliance Industry, doing agriculture. Wow, they are doing agriculture. Really, one of the largest producer of mangoes is none other than Reliance Industry. Really, how? In Jamnagar, they have refineries. You know what is the Reliance Industry business? Actually, one math teacher was their school teacher. School teacher's son, his name is Dhirubai. He 10th failed student. After that, he went to Oman to work as a petrol bunk boy. The moment when he is working in petrol bunk, he used to dream, one fine day in India I will start that kind of venture. That is nothing but refineries. So finally, he floated one company called as RPL, Reliance Petroleum Limited. What he did, no? He constructed some refineries. What he will do? He will import petroleum from foreign countries. After that, that petroleum will be converted into petrol, diesel, kerosene, thermocol, etc., etc., etc. That is his business. Moral of the story, now he is in the business of this. But here land is there, so much of land bank is there, but anyhow, the land you cannot use for anything, because petroleum, not 1 liter petrol, lakhs of gallons petrol will be there. That is the reason he planted mango trees. Seriously, every year is getting so much of huge quantum of mangoes is producing. Now my point is, let us say that is agriculture income 10 crores, but agriculture expenditure, let us say 2 crores. Comrades, follow. Agriculture income taxable or exempt? Come on, exempt. When agricultural income is exempt, agricultural expenditure allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Correct? Hey, why you taken as a P&L debit? Too much. Add back. E for expenditure related to exempted income covered under section. Wait, how many exemptions are there in Income Tax Act? 10, 11, 12, 13. No, 13. Two tax sections are there, 13A, 13B. 13A applicable for political party, 13B applicable for electoral trust. Come again. 13A political party, 13B electoral trust. Not relevant, leave it. 11 and 12 applicable for charitable trust, charitable institution, charitable companies, and 10 applicable for all SSCs. Correct? Yes. Moral of the story, E for, come again, E for expenses, not every expenses related to exempted income covered under section 10, 11, 12. Why not 13? Political parties. I'm talking about companies. That is about political party. Not applicable. Correct? Yes. Everything we need to add back except 10AA. What is 10AA? Completed or not completed? The topic. SCZ. In the discussion, regular syllabus completed. నేను దానికి సబ్జెక్ట్ గురించి క్వశ్చన్స్ అడగట్లా. ఆ టాపిక్ కంప్లీటెడా నాట్ కంప్లీటెడా అది చెప్పండి చాలు. క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతారని నాట్ కంప్లీట్ అంటున్నారా? లేదు కదా. చెప్పండి. సింగ్ ఎ సాంగ్. IRPSE. స్టాప్. I for income tax paid or payable. R for amount. Meenakshi, amount withdrawn from reserves or transferred to reserves? Transfer to reserve. Why not withdrawn from reserves? ఆన్సర్, ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తుంటేనే P&L డెబిట్ ఉంటుంది. P&L డెబిట్ అంటే మైనస్, ఆల్రెడీ మైనస్ చేశారు కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు ప్లస్ చేయండి. అది లాజిక్. కరెక్టా? ఎస్. ఎవ్రీవన్ చలో. అమౌంట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ టు రిజర్వ్. IRP ఫర్ ప్రొవిజన్ ఫర్ అన్అసర్టైన్డ్ లయబిలిటీ. IRP. ఎస్ ఫర్ లాసెస్ ఆఫ్ సబ్సిడరీ కంపెనీ. E for expenses covered under section, expenditure related to exempted income covered under section 10, 11, 12 except 10AA. Why except 10A I can explain later. Okay, chalo, leave it. I R P E D. D for depreciation. D for depreciation. Why we need to add depreciation? I cannot explain right now. I will explain after 10 to 15 minutes. Total depreciation must be added. Total depreciation must be added. Total dip. I mean it. How much you debited, that much. I R P S E D. Next. D. D for deferred tax. D for deferred tax. I hope everybody in the class, they know about deferred tax. You know kada? Yes, 22. Correct? Yes. Sometimes deferred tax we will debit, sometimes deferred tax we will credit. So, if you debited earlier, you have to add back. If you created, you have to deduct. That we will discuss later. But which was debited to P&L account must be add. D for first D for depreciation. Second D for deferred tax. Debited to P&L. I R P S E D D D. D for dip. D for provision for diminishing in value of assets. I repeat, D for diminishing in value of assets or diminishing in value of investment. Listen. Live example follow. One of my friend, his name is Vasu. Live example, 100% real. He has one land in Prakasam district, roadside, main roadside, he has one land. Now what happened? In this land, they constructed hotel, very big hotel. Half acre land, in that they constructed very big hotel. Here parking space is there, here toilets, everybody, so many lorry owners, so many people will park the vehicles and enjoy the food there. He is giving the same on rental basis. He is getting the rent of 1 lakh per month. Not now, once upon a time. Very good premises. So you feel very comfortable. Even though I failed in subjects, I will start the business there. He used to say like that. But unfortunately, one day what happened? Central government, they constructed flyover. Flyover is no problem. Flyover pillars is not an issue. We can take U-turn and go. Correct? Yes. There is no pillars. Pillars completed here, but slope down part is there, no? Yes or no? Yes. The down part has started here. Ante you cannot take U-turn and cannot go because it is already blocked. I hope you know. If you want, you have to go down and after 2 kilometers you have to take U-turn and come back. Nowadays anyone will come back like that? No. వాళ్ళు ఏమనుకుంటారు తెలుసా, ఎనీహౌ 2 కిలోమీటర్స్ ముందుకు వచ్చాం కదా, ఇంకో 2 కిలోమీటర్స్ వెళ్తే ఇంకా బెటర్ హోటల్కి వెళ్ళచ్చు అనుకుంటారు. కరెక్టా? దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్. నో బడీ ఈస్ కమింగ్ టు దిస్ హోటల్. ద క్రౌడ్, హాఫ్ ఆఫ్ ది క్రౌడ్ రెడ్యూస్డ్. ఇమీడియట్లీ ద బిల్డింగ్ ఓనర్ వాంట్ టు వెకేట్. Sorry, the building tenant, hotelier is the hotel owner. The hotel owner wanted to vacate. Immediately my friend reduced the rent to 40,000. Once upon a time, some people asked this place to purchase the same for 2 crore. Today they are asking for 80 lakhs only. Everybody in the class. Is it permanent decrease or temporary decrease? Permanent. Oh shit. Permanent decrease. Immediately in his P&L account he will write. To provision for diminishing in value of asset. You know this AS 28. AS 28. Impairment of assets. విన్నారా? పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఎవర్ సిలబస్ ఏ కదా. ఎస్. అలౌడా నాట్ అలౌడా? అలౌడ్ యాజ్ పర్ కంపెనీస్ యాక్ట్, బట్ దిస్ నాన్ సెన్స్ నాట్ అలౌడ్ యాజ్ పర్ ఇన్కమ్ ట్యాక్స్ యాక్ట్. ఓకే, స్టూడెంట్ డౌట్, ఏం సార్ నాన్ సెన్స్ అంటారు? లేకపోతే అదేదో తగ్గింది అని మీరు P&L డెబిట్ వేసి ట్యాక్స్ ఎగ్గొడితే కరెక్టా? సార్ రియల్గా తగ్గింది కదా, సో వాట్? రియల్ లాస్ అయితే కాదు కదా. అండర్స్టూడ్? బిల్లింగ్ వాల్యూ పడిపోయింది, కరెక్టే. యూ హ్యావ్ టేకెన్ P&L డెబిట్, లాజిక్కే. అకౌంట్స్ కన్సర్వేటివ్ బేసిస్, కన్సర్వేటివ్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈస్ వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్లీ యూ హ్యావ్ టు take P&L debits, but you are not like that. Don't take these kind of P&L debits. If you have taken the same, I will add back. Come on, diminishing in value of asset, add a less, add. Next one, another example, live example follow. I bought one company share called as Nestle. I repaid Nestle. You know what is the share value? 18,000. Devuda. One share value is 18,000. Okay. One day what happened? They are manufacturing one food item called as Maggie. Okay. Many people will like this food product. Maggie. Correct? Yes. One day what happened? Surprisingly, the Maggie has blocked by so many members. Correct? So many governments blocked Maggies. Have you remembered? That is the reason they lost the business. Automatically, what happened? The Nestle company share has come down to 14,000. నాకు తెలిసి ఫస్ట్ టైం పడిపోయింది షేర్ ఇలా, బట్ పర్మనెంట్గా పడిపోయింది. ఓ షేర్ మై ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ఐ లాస్ట్ ఇట్. ఇమీడియట్లీ ఐ వాంట్ టు మేక్ ద ప్రొవిజన్ ఫర్ డిమినిషింగ్ ఇన్ వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్. AS 13. Come again. AS number 13. AS 28, AS 13. What is AS 28? Diminishing in value of asset. What is AS 13? Diminishing in value of investment. Nonsense. These are not at all allowed. So add back or less? Add back. Okay, na? Yes. Exam question. Provision for bad debt is a dash. Listen. Provision for bad debt. Because of the debtor's value will come down or not? Okay. Ante indirectly provision for bad debt is a diminishing in value of asset. Diminishing in value of asset kabatti add cheyala less cheyala? Add. That's all. Clear, sir? Sing a song. I R P S E D D D. Another D. Correct? Yes. Don't participate. Listen. Income tax paid or payable. I. R. Amount transferred to reserve. P. Provision for an asset and liability. S. Losses of subsidiary company. E. Expenditure related to exempted income covered under section 10, 11, 12 except 10AA. D. Depreciation. D. Deferred tax. D. Diminishing in value of asset. D. Dividend. D for dividend paid or payable. Amma Meenakshi, tell me. Dividend is a above the line item or below the line item? I am asking you, dividend is above the line or below the line? Student, above the line enti, below the line enti? You know or you don't know? Babu Lakshman, you know or you don't know? You don't know? Okay, then follow. There is 3-stair building. Okay, yakkada nadagaddu. Follow. First one is called as trading account. Come again. Trading account. Next one is called as P&L account. Next one is called as P&L appropriation account. Here, buy sales to direct expenses to GP. Correct? Here, buy GP to other expenses to net profit. Correct? Yes. Here only you have to pay tax. Therefore, we have to write to income tax. Yes or no? Yes. That net profit you have to take here. By net profit to preference dividend to equity dividend. If anything is there to P&L account or general reserve. This is the way we need to compute. Correct? Everyone? Yes. Now tell me, Raja. Now dividend is a below the line or above the line? Below the line. Sir, these kind of things not at all allowed as deduction. Not allowed. So add a less. Add. Correct? Endu sir not allowed. That is not allowable expenditure. But enduku తీసుకున్నారు sir? In Companies Act everything we will take as a P&L debit, but which are not allowed as per Income Tax Act. So add a less. Add. Student doubt. Sir, why sir it is below the line item? You have taken under the line. Correct? Yes. That it is P&L account, P&L appropriation account, P&L appropriation. Add a less. Add. With this we completed I R P S E D D D D R. Sing a song. I for income tax, paid or payable. R for amount transferred to reserve. Anyhow, you have to by heart, you have to study. That is the reason these many times I am repeating. I need to solve the problems. That is the reason. మీకు పెయిన్గా అనిపించవచ్చు. All of sudden ఏంటి ఇలా చెప్తున్నారని. It is the way you have to learn. Otherwise you can't write the exam. We are preparing. Okay, fine. Start. I for income tax paid or payable. R for withdrawn or transferred. Transferred. P for provision for uncertain. ARP. S for losses of subsidiary. E for expenditure covered under section. Expenditure related to exempted income covered under section 10, 11, 12. Except 10A. D for depreciation. D for deferred tax. D for diminishing in value of asset. D for dividend paid or payable. R for follow amount standing in the revaluation reserve on account of revaluation which is not credited to P&L account. Understood? No. Then follow. I request you all follow. Listen. Tell me. I want to sell my building. Tell me the entry. Bank account data to building account. Suppose I wanted to sell my building for 1000 crores, whereas my building cost is 900 crore to profit and loss account. How much? 100 crore. Correct? కానీ unfortunately, my building value 100 crore. My building 100 crore. I sold for 1000 crore. What about 900 crore? Profit. Taxable or not taxable? Taxable. Correct? Yes. So I don't want to pay tax, sir. Idea. Revalue. Come on, fast. Assessing officer is coming to our office. Come on, revalue. Building account data to revaluation reserve account. ఎంత చేద్దాం ఆల్రెడీ 100 ఉంది. ఎంత 1000 800. Now sell the building. Come on, start. Bank account data 1000 to building account. Building how much? Earlier 100, now 800. How much? 900 to P&L account. How much? 100. Raja, once upon a time your profit is 900 crore. Today your profit is 100 crore. ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళింది ఆ 800 crore? This is parked in the place called as revaluation reserve. ఇలా ఎందుకు చేశారో తెలుసా? P&L లో పెడితే అనవసరంగా ట్యాక్స్ పే చేయాలి. కరెక్టా? ఎక్కడెక్కడో పెడితే నాట్ రిక్వైర్డ్. That is the reason he wanted to park in the place called as revaluation reserve. Lawmaker immediately wanted to add back that figure. What is the figure? Amount standing as down. Standing in revaluation reserve, but which was not created to P&L. Simple layman point of view I am telling you. P&L లో పడకుండా revaluation reserve లో పెట్టిన figure ని యాడ్ చేయండి. కరెక్టా? Understood? Tell me. Amount standing in the revaluation reserve related to revalued asset which has been retired or disposed if the same is not created to P&L. Chalo. IRPSED. When I was a student, only these items are there. That's all. IRPSED. Afterwards, they introduce other DDRA. IRPSED, DDR. When I became faculty, these are the things added. But recently they added AFNCZR. Try to pass at the earliest. Otherwise, they will add A to Z. Sir, anyhow, next we, doctor, boyfriend, STD, AF, NCLR. I completed. I for income tax paid or payable. R, amount transferred to reserve. P, provision for uncertain. Losses of subsidiary. Expenses related to exempted income under 10, 11, 12. D for depreciation. D for deferred tax. D for diminishing in value of asset. D for dividend. R for amount standing in the revaluation reserve, which is not credited to P and. Now, next topic is A, F, N, C, Z, R. That we will discuss afterwards. Okay, today only, but after some time, because first I want to complete we, doctor, boyfriend, STD, that I wanted to cover. Okay, so we will take small break now. Not physical break, cool, sit down. Statistical break. అంటే కూర్చొని వేరే సబ్జెక్ట్ అదర్ దెన్ సబ్జెక్ట్ డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. ఓకే, హ్యావ్ యూ సీన్ ద మూవీ సఖీ? Manratnam movie. In that movie, heroine is a doctor. Once upon a time, medico, correct? Yes. I think before interval or after interval, the hero, Madhavan, I think so, he will make a phone call to heroine. Yes or no? Yes. He will make a phone call. Actually, the doctor medico, she will go to out of town for the medical practice purpose. Immediately, he will make a phone call. Correct? ఎవరెవరు చేస్తారు తెలుసా ఫోన్? ఆ డాక్టర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ప్లస్ ఆమె బాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్. ఓకే, వి ప్లస్ డాక్టర్ బాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్. వి మేడ్ లోకల్ కాలా ఎస్టీడీ కాలా? సింగ్ ఏ సాంగ్. వి డాక్టర్ బాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్ ఎస్టీడీ. వన్ బై వన్ స్టార్ట్. డబ్ల్యూ. వాట్ ఈస్ డబ్ల్యూ? బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ ఇన్ టు దిస్, బాబు రాజా, టెల్ మీ వాట్ ఈస్ ఆర్? Amount transferred to reserve. Amount transferred to reserve not allowed. Add back. Correct? W for amount withdrawn from reserve. Amount withdrawn from reserves also must be added or deducted? Must be deducted. Correct? Yes. Student out. Why, sir? Babu, these kind of incomes not at all allowed. Correct? Lawmaker is very genuine in this case actually. Reason is asking you to deduct that figure. What is the figure? Amount withdrawn from reserves. See the word amount withdrawn from reserves, but provided the reserves must be made through debiting P&L account earlier. P&L నుంచి వెళ్ళి ఉండాల్సింది once upon a time. Okay na? Yes. Come again. We, W, amount withdrawn from reserves. W. E for exempted income covered under section 10, 11, 12. Don't confuse, very simple. Exempted income not taxable kada? Yes or no? Then Meenakshi doubt. మరి ఎందుకు తీసుకున్నావు? Madam, as per Companies Act exemptions ఏమండు? Yes or no? As per Companies Act, every income I will take as credit side, expenditure debit side kada? But while doing income tax problem, we need to eliminate exempted portion. Yes or no? Yes. See the word exempted income must be deducted. But already positive adjustments I told you. I, R, P, S, E. E for expenditure related to exempted income must be added. Except 10A. Okay, na. Sing a song. We, Dr. BF, STD. W. Amount withdrawn from reserves. E for exempted income covered under section 10, 11, 12 except 10AA. Why? Doctor. D for depreciation. Come again. D for depreciation. Student doubt. Sir, pecha yen sir, why you are adding dip? Why you are deducting dip? That is the question. Raja, please follow. I, R, P, S, E, D. D for dip. Here we doctor. D for dip. What is this? I will tell you. Follow. Start. In Companies Act, we will take these figures. By sales, 1000 crores. To expenses, 500 crores. To dip, 200 crores. To dip on revaluation. How much you know? 100 crores. Total out of 1000 crores, you have to delete this figure. Two figures you have to deduct. Then you will get the net profit how much? 200 crores. Common sense. While doing the problem, first you have to take the net profit as per P&L account. Correct? How much? 200. Add IRPSED. I not given. R not there. P not there. S not there. E not there. D. D for dip. Total depreciation must be added. Add total dip. Tell me how much? 300. Less. Dip. No. Wrong. Less dip except dip on revaluation. I would like to tell you one word. Follow. In one movie, Mr. Chiranjeevi will say one dialogue. Telugulo naaku nachani ఒకే ఒక పదమని కదా. Like that, in Income Tax Act also, lawmaker will not like one word. The word is nothing but revaluation. Student doubt why? Why you will do revaluation? Lawmaker intention is very simple. You are intentionally doing revaluation and you are calculating depreciation on revaluation. మీరు కావాలని ఇలాంటి చెత్త ఐటమ్స్ అంటే లైక్ రీవాల్యుయేషన్ తీసుకొని దాని మీద మళ్ళీ యు ఆర్ క్లైమింగ్ ఎక్స్ట్రా డిప్రిషియేషన్ ఆన్ రీవాల్యుయేషన్ విచ్ ఆర్ నాట్ అట్ ఆల్ అలౌడ్. కరెక్టా? ఎస్. మీకు డౌట్ రావాలి ఆటోమేటిక్గా. సార్ మై అకౌంట్స్ ఆర్ టోల్డ్ మీ ఆల్రెడీ దట్ depreciation, revaluation, depreciation allowed. Yes, as for accounts it is allowed, sir, but not allowed as for Income Tax Act. You have to pay tax on Companies Act profit or Income Tax Act profit. Income. Therefore, you have to follow income tax provision. Take it for granted. When you heard the word revaluation and dip on revaluation, this is a useless things, not at all considered for income tax. Not consider. Correct? Sir, in Companies Act, allowed. Fully allowed. But in Income Tax Act, come on, not allowed. Now tell me, 200 crore emo dip, 100 crore emo dip on revaluation. Sorry, dip on revaluation not allowed. Not allowed. ఎంత తీసుకొని ఉండాల్సింది 200. But how much you have taken? 300. So first add back చేయి. Okay, add total dip. Correct? Less dip except dip on revaluation. Come again. Less dip except dip on revaluation. Entire dip తీసుకో, బట్ ఒకటి మాత్రం తీసుకోవద్దు. ఏంటది? డిప్ ఆన్ రీవాల్యుయేషన్. టోటల్ డిప్ ఎంత? 3. ఆ 300లో వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిప్ ఆన్ రీవాల్యుయేషన్? 100. దాన్ని తీసుకోవద్దు, బ్యాలెన్స్ ఫిగర్ని లెస్ చేయి. 200 less. Common sense. 300 you added and 200 you deducted. What is the net amount? 100 should be added. Amma Meenakshi, what is this 100? Dip on revaluation. Nothing else, ma. Dip on revaluation not at all allowed. Okay na? I know your doubt. Sir, adedo direct ga ade add cheyochu kada. మీరంటే ఇంటెలిజెన్స్, బట్ లహమేకర్ ఈస్ నాట్ లైక్ దట్. ఎనీహౌ ప్లీజ్ ఫాలో. ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ ద వర్డ్ డిప్ 40 crores, డిప్ ఆన్ రీవాల్యుయేషన్ 8 crores. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి, వైల్ డూయింగ్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ హౌ మచ్ ఐ నీడ్ టు యాడ్? బ్లైండ్లీ ఫాలో. టోటల్ డిప్ మస్ట్ బి యాడ్. టోటల్ డిప్ హౌ మచ్? 48. లెస్ డిప్ except dip on revaluation. How much? టోటల్ డిప్లో నుంచి డిప్ ఆన్ రీవాల్యుయేషన్ కాకుండా రిమైనింగ్ డిడక్ట్ చేయాలి. హౌ మచ్? 40. కామన్ సెన్స్. 48 you added, 40 you deducted. Ultimately, how much you are dissolving? How much you are adding back? 8. What is the 8? Dip on revaluation. Understood? Simple logic, ma. 1 minute if you give me, I will tell you. Babu, dip on revaluation not allowed. Then add cheyandi ante. Correct? Now I promised you before break, IRPSED D for total depreciation, including everything. But here, deduct, dip, except dip on revaluation. Correct? Everyone? Yes. Last step. My dip is 30 crore. My dip on revaluation 4 crore. Total 34 crore. How much I need to add? 34. How much I need to deduct? 30. Bas. Clear? Everyone? Yes. With this, done with the topic. We, doctor. W, amount withdrawn from reserve. E for exempted income covered under section 10, 11, 12 except 10A. We, doctor. D for dip except dip on revaluation. But listen, in exam hall, compulsory will get one question out of book profit computation. But examiner will give the questions like this. Follow. To dip 40 crore. To dip on revaluation 8 crores. Here, in note, income tax dip. Income tax act dip 30 crore. He will give like this. What student will do? Add total dip. How much? 40. Less dip except dip on revaluation. Here student will use this figure 30 minus 8. How much? 22. Then you will get 22 marks only for 100. Okay. Wrong, sir. This figure is not at all relevant for you. You have to take the total dip, how much you debited, that must be added back. And the same figure must be deducted except dip on revaluation. Income tax dip, all these figures should not be considered while calculating book profit. Okay, you should get that out, sir. Why not? Why not? I should not consider income tax dip. Babu, నువ్వేమి income tax problem చేయట్లా. You are solving book profit, correct? For book profit, special provisions are applicable. Understood? Say the word dip, D for dip, except dip on revaluation of asset. Warning, while calculating book profit under section 115 JB, total depreciation shall be added back. Entire depreciation except dip on revaluation shall be reduced. Come again. Total depreciation must be added back. Entire depreciation except dip on revaluation must be deducted. Indirectly, depreciation on revaluation is added back to net profit. Correct? Yes or no? Sing a song. IRPSED DDDR. Enough. We doctor BF STD. W. Amount withdrawn from reserve. E. Exempted income covered under section 10, 11, 12 except 10AA. D for dip except dip on revaluation. Okay.